Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Friday, the 15th of November 2024. So, a Fed accompli fail. Powell pontification prompts puke in stocks and bonds. The Fed is in no hurry to cut rates and inflation's on a bumpy path. So that means more support for the US dollar and stocks. Dollar bid as treasuries and equities see selling on hawkish Powell. So no, I think hawkishness in this sense means that he's not going to raise rates, but going to not cut them for some time. US stocks declined and the dollar posted fifth consecutive daily gain after firmer than expected PPI and a hawkish Powell when he spoke last night, along with Lagarde and also Bailey from the Bank of England. Let's have a look at the economic news. And today we've got GDP from the UK. It's forecast to be the same as before. Prelim GDP as well, which is forecast to be slightly lower. That's a revised figure when you see that arrow. And US, we got core retail sales month on month, and Empire State Manufacturing Index as well. So let's kick off, have a look at the Dow, see where prices traded yesterday, as it said in the headlines, down, and see what's happening overnight as well. So the Dow, 3 red bars there, so the euphoria seems to be over with Trump. Market down there as well. Powell's comments last night haven't helped, so the market currently moving lower. So let's go down to the recent low to the recent high, drawing some fib retracements there, so you've got some idea of where the market could move down to. Let me just save that. So first downside target would be 43,415. And yesterday you can see the comments in the evening where the market moved low. It was already on the decline from the kickoff really of the cash market. We're going back to a pattern again where prices have moved up and then they're sold off. We're also below yesterday's low as well, and nearing the S1 there. Let me just squeeze this up a bit so we can see where we are on the downside. There is still the S1, S2 and S3 of targets to the downside there for the Dow if it does continue to move lower. It's Friday, the market tends to move back to the upside, but at the moment, as can be seen here, if we just reset the charts, prices are currently on the downside. They're heading towards the S1. And in the German DAX, the market putting in a stunning performance yesterday on the upside, but overnight the market nowhere near yesterday's high. If we look at the 30-minute chart, you will see that prices just started off and they never stopped. A couple of 100 points later, and then nearly 300, 250 points, and the market then started to show a bit of weakness and move sideways to lower. But unlike the Dow, which is already below yesterday's low, the DAX is currently moving sideways to low, just coming below the 50 EMA there and headed towards the DP. If we break the DP and the Dow does continue to move, then the DAX is going to catch up very, very quickly towards yesterday's low there. And in the S&P 500, similar thing to what we're seeing in the Dow. Just drawing some fib retracements there just to see how much weakness this market's got. So price is moving lower there and all-time high there. So heading towards that 38% retracement, 5909. We're below the 6,000 now, so that's already been taken care of. We've got a new all-time high, so it doesn't really matter. That's the one to target for when the market does turn. We haven't had a pullback yet for the sort of Santa rally, but then it might be a bit difficult to call that this year with a change of bosses, as I mentioned yesterday. So we may get a bit of a shakeout over the next few days if they are going to try and move the markets up as they normally do with the Santa rally. Yesterday up in the pre-market and then down with the cash market and Powell's comments, already below the low in the S&P as well, sitting at the S1, as I say, not too dissimilar from the Dow. In the FT100, the market continues to move lower. Yesterday, prices actually traded higher than the previous day's low, Wednesday's low, but showing weakness there overnight, as all of the other indices are too. Yesterday, again, another strong move to the upside. Market struggled with the 200 MA, eventually broke, and now below the close in DP. But again, unlike the Dow and the S&P, the DAX and the FT100 are currently above yesterday's low. And as it said in the headlines, fifth straight day up for the US dollar. And again, you can expect more of this. The Trump trade at the moment, prices continuing to move. Interest rates now on hold is also a positive for the dollar, which means it's going to be a negative for the metal. So let's have a look at those. And kicking off with silver, bit of a dead cat bounce yesterday, coming off the 200 MA. Expect this to be broken and prices to continue a lot lower. If the dollar's going to hold, and now Powell has become hawkish, silver is going to come under pressure along with gold as well. So watch the 29.69 level again today. 30-minute chart, you can see they're already starting to move the market lower after yesterday's move to the upside. And again, of course, it decoupled yesterday from the US dollar's relationship, as you can see there, but expect a lot of pressure on the downside in both of the silver and the gold market. Again, you can see there's some buying there, but already starting to move down overnight for gold as well, again below the DP. Nice move yesterday, just some shorts taking profits, but it's a dead cat bounce, and expect lower prices there. And in the gold silver ratio, this bearing out what I'm saying, the market needs to break that sort of 86 level, and then we head up to 90. I don't mind being wrong, but for me it just feels like this is the way that it's actually going to go for sure. I can't see any other way that they're not going to hammer the prices of gold and silver at the moment. Anyway, moving on to yesterday's trades, let's have a quick look at those. So in the pre-market session, the grey area, you can see prices were already starting to move up, and then when the market opened for the cash market, it just continued. We did eventually get a pullback, and you can see there we had a short that wasn't filled. There's the 3 bars, and the stop was hit before the entry, and then we went long there, and then it was just a matter of trailing the stop up. I got out too soon here. I got out at the BRN, saw the red inside the green, and got out too soon, but it was a good trade nonetheless. Went up to 75 points, and then got out as it started to pull back. But then the market broke and the momentum continued. It went sideways for nearly an hour before it moved up another 40 points there. Market then traded sideways all the way through, waiting for the PPI numbers, which came out. Market didn't really react much. Then into the US, we had a quick sell to the downside as prices came back off that BRN. I thought it might have hit the 200 MA, the black average below, but it didn't. And then we moved back to the upside for a scalp, and then the second one wasn't filled, again just to slow that one up. You got the 3 bars there. Well, actually, the wasn't 3 bars. The stop was hit before the entry, and prices then went down and tested that 200 MA, which I was hoping it would have done when we had that first short in the afternoon, but it didn't. Then we sit on the 200 MA, and then we're into after hours with Lagarde speaking, and Powell, and also Bailey, but that was a bit later on in the evening. So a quick look at where we are on the DAX at the moment, and a bit of a decline going on there. Like I say, we had that big reversal yesterday of 300 points, but the market already starting to give that back with the weakness over in the US on the overnight market following the hawkish comments from Powell. So a spanner in the works for the stock markets at the moment, but the DP there holding prices at the moment, as you can see. Right, that's it for this week. So have a great weekend. Let's see how the markets unfold today. And as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.